The product development partnerships are aimed to address neglected tropical diseases, HIV/AIDS, malaria, basically diseases that affect many, but where not enough research is being done. The work of the PDPs is truly admirable. It shows what can be achieved if professionalism, commitment and collaboration are combined. And it results in really concrete outcomes. For example, the development of medication against malaria of young people, seasonal malaria, recurrent malaria. And this is important because it directly saves lives and it prevents young people from dropping out of school. And I'm really proud that we support the PDPs in doing the amazing work that they do.
So the RVO is funding at EBI the clinical testing of different malaria vaccines that are targeting placental malaria. This is a sub-disease of malaria which affects specifically a vulnerable population group, the women of childbearing age. And so what we are testing in this study, and which is funded by RVO, is the clinical testing of 3 different placental malaria vaccines. And one of them, at least, is very advanced and close to approval for a general malaria vaccine indication, so for vaccination of young children. And so the hope is that at least one of these 3 vaccines we will be testing will be, if successful in these trials, will be very close to receiving regulatory approval for their use in the women of childbearing age eventually. So this would be a great success.
I think what was obvious from the discussion is, first of all, international collaboration is very important, both from the perspective of the Ministry of Health, but also the life science sector, as well as international partnerships that are funded by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It's not only about international application of what we do in partnership with the Dutch government, but also in how it can actually help the Dutch sector, the Dutch health sector, to improve its functioning, reduce its cost for medicine, for instance, and create better preparedness for future pandemics.
Well, the PDPs contribute to better access to medicines, for example, against malaria, sleeping disease, HIV and AIDS. This is important to ensure that the most marginalized people, women and girls, can be treated for highly prevalent diseases. And it's also important to be better prepared for future pandemics.
It's my first time to attend the PDP meeting, and I was very happy to see how the solidarity among the PDPs, even though they are competing for funding, but I think they are very well organized as a group, and yes, a sense of solidarity. And with the presentation, a personal interest, I was very glad to see the advances in the placental malaria vaccine, which really will provide a good solution for managing malaria in pregnancy. But also all the other topics, tuberculosis, all the other vaccines and so on. I think the PDP are really making good advances in the agenda of global health. Although we are still far from the target, but at least people are working, and that will be my takeaway.
I think for us it was a pleasure to organize this, and me personally, I think I really like the excitement that came with all these people speaking. And you can really see that they're willing to learn from each other, and that they're interested in what the other organizations are doing. And so hopefully this really links parties together, and they can learn from each other. And we also saw a call for collaboration, for more collaboration. So that's really what we hope to do in the future also with organizing other events. And yeah, personally looking forward to that. It was an exciting day.
Oh yeah, I think my biggest takeaway was that PDPs are delivering. They are using donor funding very effectively and efficiently to target global health challenges, and I think it's really impressive when they all come together to discuss that work. And the fact that the Dutch government organizes and hosts this event is super valuable for exchanging information and lessons learned and building more cohesion. Very good day.